welcome to another episode of Adronis, downloads from Sirius. And in this video, I'm going to go ahead and bring Adronis through. And he's going to be talking a lot about higher frequency, but specifically graduating into the higher octaves of higher frequency, or graduating into the octaves of higher frequency. So he'll be bringing forward information pertaining to this topic. So I'll go ahead and bring him through, and we'll get started. We are here at this time, and we bid you greetings and thank you very much for the opportunity of this interaction today. I am Adronis from Sirius, sending love and appreciation to all who are tuning in to this particular broadcast being brought forward through your internet collective consciousness. We have been asked to speak in regards to, shall we say, certain octaves, states relating to that of graduation into specific higher octaves of density. And basically how this is achieved is that you are, shall we say, immersing yourself into the higher magnetic, which becomes the continual state of graduation to therefore, shall we say, advance your reality corresponding to that frequency. The whole idea really is that, again, it's not that energies, new energies that have never been seen before or have never in that sense been brought in before are coming onto your planet. The energies have always been the energies. But basically what's happening is that your own unified field of collective consciousness is attaining a higher magnetic state. As these particular forms of higher magnetic states align, they form a cohesion. As these cohesions align, these particular aspects of energy, of frequency, of magnetics, align in tandem together with your magnetic cohesion in turn. So the whole idea here is that you are magnetically aligning yourself to the higher magnetic frequencies of the collective consciousness, of what you would understand as your own unified field. Basically, that's the whole idea. And that for you to maintain this particular frequency relies upon the correspondence of allowing yourself to be completely basked, be completely saturated, be completely immersed into that frequency of magnetics. That all of you, in your own way, are broadcasting certain magnetic frequencies of, shall we say, higher vibrations than what you would understand in decades past. Even for those who you may feel are very, shall we say, in the state of misalignments, may still feel very polarized, are in that sense still bringing forward a very strong magnetic current that is incubated within your own unified field of collective consciousness. You're all seed planters. You're all planting seeds together within these dimensional constructs to basically align and sew in together. This particular concurrent timeline is what you would understand. So, as you are all seed planters, as you are all magnetics, you are all now on a majority scale bringing yourself together on a very wider band of frequency that is helping you to understand the coplanar nature between third and fourth density. Now, as we have stated in the past, shall we say, that your own world is going through a third density to fourth density rainbow bridge alignment. And that some of you are still, shall we say, occupying yourselves within certain forms of third density nexi, and some of you are starting to move further across this rainbow bridge and moving further into fourth density nexi. But the whole idea is that you're all corresponding together. You're all aligning. Even though some of you may have your ups and down periods, those particular periods of the ups and downs are much more stronger in regards to what you would consider to be your ups and downs in years past. They are becoming a lot more stronger. They are becoming a lot more prominent, and they are becoming a lot more highly magnetic for not only yourself, but for your entire environment, but for all other co-creators that are functioning in some parallel pertaining to your frequency to bringing about this high magnetic charge that is bringing together, grouping this particular form of timeline, this reality, in conjunction with many other co-creational realities that are forming the nexi pertaining to your world. So you have nexus upon nexus. You have microcosm upon microcosm upon macrocosm that is functioning within the macrocosm. All these little nodule points are activating. All these little light centers are illuminating strongly, looking at the macrocosmic grid that represents your world. This is all part of, again, you moving into a fundamental reality where you are transforming much. You are becoming much more of a telepathic-based civilization. Basically, what this means is that you really will not need, in the times ahead, to basically utilize certain forms of, shall we say, conventional methods of vocalized communication. Many of you are actually able to start getting the point, and this is basically what the internet is teaching you, is that your own digital age, in its own physicality sense, is based upon a precursor to your own telepathic exchanges together. You are able to discover reference based upon what you are exploring through your own internet collective consciousness to understand what you are capable of within the, shall we say, physicalized degree of the collective consciousness. It will become a lot more, shall we say, explorable. It will become a lot more understood. It will become a lot more acknowledged that you are becoming a telepathic-based civilization. As much as your own multimedia relates to imagery, relates to video, relates to this particular type of visual animation. This is what you are basically practicing in regards to your own coherency to become greatly telepathic. This is why the veil upon your planet is thinning based upon these supercharged magnetics. These supercharged magnetics are so prominent that the areas that were previously contained within the thickness of a veil are now starting to dissipate. They are now starting to thin themselves out. This is why many of you have been able to discover apparition consciousness. This is why many of you are being able to discover elemental beings functioning in different dimensional realms that are now becoming much more coplanar with your own reality. This is happening more and more. This is what we are noticing from a broad bird's eye view of your planet, shall we say. So, again, everything that's taking place in regards to your graduational concept of reality on a higher dimensional platform is now becoming valid. You are all growing fundamentally. You are all beginning to become innovators of consciousness. You are bringing in new ideas. You are bringing in grassroots concepts. You are educating yourselves together as a collective consciousness, mainly due to the invention of your internet. So, the internet holds a very strong precursor, as we have just said, relating to yourselves functioning as a telepathic and unity-based consciousness. This is, in that sense, a very strong, powerful tool that is helping you to immerse yourself into becoming graduates of higher density. So, your own internet is showing you the way. It's helping you to realize that you can have these forms of instantaneous communication from one person across your world to where you are on the other side of the world, instantaneously. And so therefore it is giving you the technological effect, the technological representation of instantaneous communication as you build rapport with other beings across your planet, as you build rapport through yourself and understand what you are capable of in creating and sharing and acknowledging all that exists within your internet collective consciousness. That much of your economy, that much of your education, that much of your business is now functioning upon internet collective consciousness. So again, this is the precursor to graduation. Utilize this particular form in the way that can serve you in assistance to understanding how you can naturally, instantaneously communicate with your collective consciousness. You are able to, again, plant those seeds, see things in great visual detail, hear things in great detail, feel energies, feel magnetics in great detail, because the veil is continuing to thin, and you will bring yourselves into the retrospect of understanding and acknowledging that you are becoming this telepathic-based civilization. Can you imagine being able to have a conversation with a good friend of yours without even having to say a word? This time is coming. Because what's happening is that a point of breach in your own way is coming together. a breaching point to where telepathy is now becoming severely worked on in your own background, in regards to, shall we say, the back burner of your mind. This is exactly what's happening to many of you. And again, this is all part of the higher density graduational process. You're working on particular abilities that you really don't even know you have yet they are active. And so you're utilizing the rapport of the energies of your internet collective consciousness to build relationship in regards to what is being activated through yourselves. That is very extensive, but pertaining to the individual and pertaining to certain forms of groups. But it will become much more noticeable as the years go by. It will become more noticeable as you communicate further in person with each other. That you get these sensations, that you get these empathic callings, that you get these visual states of understanding what your friend may be going through, what your family member may be going through, etc., etc. These are all working very strongly, fundamentally, in subtle exchange in the background. Congratulations, for many of you are indeed graduates of the higher octaves of this density moving into the fourth. We thank you very much for the opportunity of this interaction today. I am Adronis from Sirius. Thank you very much. Farewell for this timing, and we now return to the conduit, and we will speak to you again in the moment. Goodbye for now. All right, thank you very much. Talk to you soon. Namaste, and may it be well with you. Take care.